Back then, before the emergence of technologies, there were no Instagram, no selfies, not even a single family photo. For a long time, if you wanted to preserve a moment, you needed a brush, a canvas, and lots of patience. But in the early 1800s, one Frenchman became too curious that led to a global development. And that Frenchman was Joseph Nicephore Niepce. He was not a scientist by training, but just a curious guy in rural France who loved tinkering with strange machineries. One day, Niepce noticed something odd. Certain chemicals would harden when exposed to light. He thought to use this to capture an image? Like, trap light onto a surface. So, in 1826, he took a metal plate, coated it with a light-sensitive material called bitumen of Judea, and placed it in a box with a lens, a primitive camera. He aimed it at the window. He waited for 8 whole hours. That's how long it took to take the world's first photograph. But the wait was worth it. A ghostly, black and white image of his courtyard appeared. Fuzzy, overexposed, and honestly, kind of underwhelming by today's standards. But it was revolutionary, because for the first time in human history, a moment in time was captured automatically by light itself. No painter, no sculptor, no guesswork, just light, chemistry, and patience. But here's the twist. Niepce didn't get rich or famous. His invention was so ahead of its time, people didn't even understand its value. He later teamed up with Louis Daguerre, who improved the process and eventually got all the credit in most historical literature. Today, every photo we take, whether it's a wedding, a meme, or your cat sitting like a loaf of bread, owes something to Niepce. That blurry courtyard photo? It's now in a museum, known as View from the Window at Le Gras. And while it took 8 hours to expose, it only takes 1 second to appreciate the impact. It all started with a man, a window, some chemicals, and a ridiculously long exposure time. Because before likes, there was light.